Good morning. So, have you ever read a book that you're like, wow, this is deep? I've read some C.S. Lewis stuff, and I like C.S. Lewis, but he writes some really long sentences. Kind of like you get to the end of the sentence and you're like, what was that about at the beginning? But you go back and you analyze it, and it does make sense. Dallas Willard is kind of like that. He was a really deep thinker, and I like Dallas Willard. I've read some stuff by him, and there's some books by him that I haven't finished. John Ortberg is kind of a protege of his. And before Dallas Willard passed away, John Ortberg went to go visit him. And he described what it was like to go visit him at this quiet residence where he lived. And so pretty much John goes in and he's like, Dallas, lay some knowledge on me. Give me some good stuff here. And so Dallas pauses and he thinks and he says, don't allow yourself to be in a hurry. It's very important to not rush through life. And Ortberg jots it down, gets it, and he's like, what next? He gets this look from Dallas Willard like, did you hear what I said? Folks, one of the best things that I've enjoyed during this whole season that we're going through is not being in a rush. Most of the time, I'm in absolutely no rush. The few times I've been out in my car, I haven't gassed up in a month. Today marks 1 month that I haven't gassed up, and I still have plenty of fuel. And I'm not in a rush when I drive, except I found myself this week, I had to go to Christchurch to tape a teaching there, and their tech crew was going to be there at a certain time. And then all of a sudden I felt something I hadn't felt in weeks, maybe even a couple of months. I wanted the driver ahead of me to go faster. I really wanted him to go faster. And I analyzed that. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. That's all it took. One of the other things that I appreciate right now is not multitasking. I'm not driving as much, so I'm not on the phone in the car, which isn't the hardest thing to do, but sometimes I'm into the phone call. And sometimes the driving gets in the way of that. You know, that idea of just slowing down and not being rushed, I think of Jesus. Never get the impression he was in a rush. As a matter of fact, he accepted interruptions all day long. He was walking one place and someone comes up and says, I know somebody who's really sick and I really care about him. Could you help? And he interrupted where he was going and took care of whatever it was. I want to be more like that the older I get. I want to close with just a line from a psalm. I believe it's Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. Relax. God's got this. Rest in him. Have a great day.